In this video, we will see another application of how do we record a macro with a different purpose. Okay. So let's say we are going to do a simple exercise on one particular function, which is sum product, sum and average. So we have two separate arrays, array one or okay, array one and array two. Now we have data of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and over here we have data of 100, 200, 300, 400 and 500, and we want to find total output over here using sum product, mean 1, mean 2, then we have standard deviation 1, standard deviation 2. Simple, as simple as that. We want this output to be done. So now we will click on recorder macro, basic underscore math, okay, which is control W. This macro will perform basic maths functions like product, sum and standard deviation. I'll click on OK. The recording has started. In the first thing, which is the total output, I will write equal to sum product this array comma this array, close the bracket, press enter. Mean is average of array 1, I'll close the bracket. Mean is average of second output, standard deviation of numbers, which is over here, standard deviation of other numbers. So this is how we got the standard deviation, mean and total output. Whatever we wanted to do is achieved. Now we will stop the macro and we will see what exactly Excel has recorded. Okay. First, it has provided the macro name, then the description, then the shortcut. It says active cell dot formula R1C1 is equal to sum product -4 -4, which is RC, RC, RC and RNC. Now what Excel has done is, now initially when we had started with Excel, we had seen that this is a cell A3. Every cell is represented by a row and a column. So in the newer version of the Excel, it is represented by column first, and then rows. Okay, which is like this cell is represented by B4. This cell is represented by B5. So B is a column, 5 is a cell, 5 is a row. B is a column, 4 is a row. In the older version of Excel, it was RC format, which was R is row and C is column. Okay, RC format. Okay, now with keeping that in our mind, it says a sum product RC -4. RC -4 is from wherever we have started. We have started writing formulas from sum product, which is in E7. So RC -4 means R0, which is a row 0. So start selecting from the same row and column -4. So from this column, go back -4, so which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Same column, same row and 4 column minus, which is start from A7. So this is how it represents, how it denotes in RC format. Then it says R4. So go to 4 rows below. So which is 4 rows below? 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4 columns behind. So which is surely from E column we have selected everything from column E. Now if we want to select column B, it will be row -3. So column is 0 here, 1, 2 and -3. So it's rightly said RC -3, comma R4 and C -3. So RC -3 means R0. So it's the same row. Column -3 is from wherever we are, we have to go 3 column behind. R4 means 4 rows down and 3 columns behind. So this is a sum product formula. Range E8, you go down. So this is a sum product formula. Sum product, then go down, go one cell down, and then write average formula like this. Again go one cell down, write average formula, go one cell down, write the standard deviation formula, go one cell down, write another standard deviation formula and stop. This is a simple output over here. So if I save this and if I close this, let's run this macro again. Let me delete all this output. Let me change the values a bit, wherein I can write 100, 400, 200, 45 and 34. I can write any random number here: 1, 40, 56, 78, 90, 34. And I can select a macro, click on basic math, click on run. It will give you the output over here. Now what has happened, since I started running macro from here, it skipped this output over here. Fine. So what exactly I have to do? I have to click here from where I want the output, select the macro, click on basic math and then run the macro. It will give you the proper output over here. Okay. So wherever you are, Excel will pick up that particular point as an output point, and then Excel will run something like this. Okay. So wherever you want the output, select that particular cell, then run the macro. Most of the times you will find that it gives you the correct answer. Now if you want to do a control Z, like I said initially, it will not allow you to do. So let's say this is, I've deleted this and I put control Z, it will give me the output. But now delete entire output, run the macro again, run the macro again. If I control Z, if I press control Z, it will not undo it, because macros will not allow you to undo anything. So that's why you have to keep thing in mind that it should be able you, the macros are very critical and it will not allow you to undo anything. So that's the critical point. You have to do something that will allow you, or you have to keep a backup of your data so that it's not lost. Okay, one final thing. So let's say I mentioned that wherever you want the output, you should place your cursor there. What if I placed my cursor there, still I want the output? See, if I placed my cursor somewhere in E16 and I run the basic math macro, it will give me output for this four particular output, but not for the first one. How do I make sure that irrespective of wherever I am, I still get the output? Okay. Okay, so let's run the output again. Okay, I will copy this output over here for your reference, so that whatever I'm doing is perfect. Okay, and I will delete this output. Now assume my cell is in D2. I still want the exact same output over here. Okay, how do I do that? You click on macros, you edit this macro. Now we know for sure. So when we recorded a macro, we were already here and we wrote down saying that some product is the formula. Now, before this formula, Excel didn't know that we came to this particular cell which is E7 from where. When I go to a next formula, it clearly specifies that go to E8. Okay. Before we write some product, Excel didn't know because we were already there. So that's why Excel wrote active cell. What if we want to guide Excel that go to E7? So we copy this formula, we write it before the formula over here of some product, and we will define Excel that go to E7 and then write a formula. We will save this, and now let's see. I am in the cell D3. I click on macros, click on basic math, and I run this. Now you see Excel went to E7, then did some product, and then gave me the output, irrespective wherever I am. Wherever I am. So let's say I am in cell J15. I'll click on macros, basic math, run. Again the same output. So now Excel knows where I have to go. So in the recorded macro, we never specified that, but we can edit the recorded macro. That's the whole idea. So whatever the Excel has recorded, you can use that as a reference. You can change your recorded macros to get the desired output. So that was the learning from first video, which is recorded macro 1, where we copied and pasted it. It is a learning from record macro 2, where we did some mathematical functions. So that's pretty much about this particular video. Thank you.